I accidentally pressed the end recording button. Well, focus, top view, 8 degrees. Here's the most extreme one, 50 degrees. I've taken pictures of all the seedlings. So, yesterday I haven't ever taken measurements. And they might be just so hard to take. These are just my notes, with some extra paper to take more notes. Yesterday I watered the seedlings. Now I tested if the cotton wool is still moist. It's still moist. Press it, it's got tiny amount of water. So okay. And the plants are so fragile. I'm not going to measure them. Really, I should make another setup, like grow them in agar-agar, and which is transparent, and you can easily measure them without taking them out of test tubes. Just sow some seeds in agar-agar, then it's like growing orchids. They also use agar-agar, and those are instructions. Those are how they're intended to be grown. Sow some seeds in agar-agar, then wait for the germination. Then after they germinate, you irradiate them with X-rays. Like these have 8 grays and 50 grays. And one control setup. But then that one might be tricky because there are many test tubes, each for 1 plant or 2 plants or maybe 3 plants. And if you want to get a reliable experiment, to make it reliable, you need to have a large sample size, which means you need more plants. And then you need more test tubes, all under the same conditions. And that is, like, for example, like tricky. Like you need to do everything under the same time. But the good idea is that test tubes are small and light, and you can carry them in racks, which are quite common in those laboratories. Well, I mentioned that I don't have a Geiger counter. Well, I always wanted one. Like Geiger counter is bad, yeah. Because I heard that it's very commonly used and it's quite inexpensive compared to other types of detectors, like scintillation counters, though they are also good. But I've Googled about Geiger counters, and they are so expensive. And well, I think the school might have one. I've heard about it. I aim to get it, but if I can measure background radiation and maybe certain irradiation sources or whatever, and conduct experiments on low level ionizing radiation, low level, it's important, low dose, like just above background, maybe 10 times background, 20 times background, or a few hundred times. Like maybe it's about the background level at Chernobyl, and Fukushima, and maybe Kerala, and yeah. These are places with naturally high background radiation and places which have been undergone human intervention, like nuclear accidents, incidents, things like that. So these conditions can be tested to see how plants grow. So I do not need to water the plants. The cotton wool is anyway still moist, and anyway there's no need to, and I'm probably finished with this, and so easy. Well, better experiment, just maybe grow them in agar-agar containers. Transparent agar-agar, you can measure with a ruler outside the container. You just need to look through the agar-agar, and you might have poke holes in the top of the container with a cover, and like this you have a cover and there are holes or slits in them. Yeah, holes, like the puncher holes, and just let the plants grow through them. They will find those holes by sense of touch. And maybe just use test tubes and make a large batch of test tubes. Anyway, that's an easier way, just like orchids in test tubes. Bye. I'm leaving this in boarding school, for I am checking out.